I have spoken before about one of the things that I think Jeep and possibly also Hyundai and Kia got right, or sorry, Hyundai and Mitsubishi, because this engine's actually shared with them. It's the 1.8 2-liter 2.4 GEMA Global Engine Manufacturing Alliance engine. Eventually it evolved into the Chrysler Tiger Shark 2.4, which is a very dramatic name for basically the same engine. But the 1.8 and the 2 liters actually don't even have this much. The 2.4 has a cover that goes over top. You just yank it off. It's got some foam on it, I guess, to keep it quiet. And you undo those 4 little Torx bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, pop the coils off, change the plugs every 50,000 kilometers, and the plugs cost me, I got these at Rock Auto for, I want to say $4 a spark plug. Yeah, you got to change them every 50,000 kilometers, 35,000 miles, whatever, 30,000 miles. But, it takes 15 minutes if you haven't been into the wild turkey. And it is dirt cheap. And I think that is way better than making them impossible to get to. And so leaving them in there for 100,000 miles, 160,000 K, needing expensive platinum plugs, and half of them break off or they're seized in and rip the threads out. It's just a nightmare. So sometimes simple and old school is just better. The only reason I've even gone in here, I did change the plugs pretty recently, about under 20,000 K ago, but because Canadian Tire doesn't sell the right plugs anymore, I went ahead and spent the extra money and bought the NGK Platinum version. So we'll see if we can focus in here. Gives you the tiny little platinum tip. And actually it ran worse on these platinum plugs than on the cheap copper core plugs, because it's not designed to run on these plugs. It's designed and calibrated for the cheap copper core plugs, and so that's what has just gone back in there. And I know when I started it up it would smell really rich, really like a real strong gasoline smell. So I've never had that before, and it started right after I put these plugs in. So I think that should look after things. I hope. Time to wrap up. Got the winter tires on, the front axle's done, the left front lower control arm is done, and hopefully I had this really kind of annoying, just under light to moderate acceleration, a kind of knock 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 noise from the left front, and that axle did seem kind of the worst for wear. It came apart pretty easily, so hopefully that looks after the problem. And as I mentioned before, I've gone to 16-inch with these Blizzaks as opposed to the old 17s. So just a bit meatier look. And these Blizzaks actually have really phenomenal winter grip. They're pretty excellent. The DM-V2, it's kind of designed for SUVs. So on DAI alloys, picked them up from 1010tires.com. Excellent company to deal with. They send you the spacers. They even sent me at no extra charge these black splined lug nuts that are a little worse for wear now, because these are going on their 3rd season now. But just because the rims were black, they sent me black lug nuts. So yeah, highly recommend those guys if you're in Canada and you're looking for a set of winter tires on separate rims, particularly alloys. They show up mounted, balanced, with the tire pressure sensors right in there. It doesn't get any easier. The delivery guy rolled them right into the shop because I wasn't home. So I get home and, you just bolt them straight on, and you're not dealing with, waiting for an appointment at Cal Tire or, Costco or, God forbid, Canadian Tire or wherever you happen to go. This. I haven't even vacuumed her out yet. Maybe I should do that. That's from my adventure picking up straw bales. If I drive with all the windows down, it gets pretty interesting. Oh well. Go for a little test drive here, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that noise is gone. Otherwise I might be looking at a wheel bearing maybe, but I don't think so. Alright, I'll report back in a few minutes. Mission successful. The talk noise seems to be gone. Suspension's still a bit noisy, but it's a Patriot. Patriot life. Okay, so Dawn was kind enough to let me borrow the truck to pick a little something up, which I'm not going to show you just yet. I'm pretty excited though. And so I took the truck to the car wash and washed off the engine bay. So it's all nice and shiny and clean. Looks really good. And cleaned off all that oil that was down there. Obviously I didn't get it all off of the steering rack there, but nevertheless cleaned off enough to know I did that first and then went and ran my errand and came back, and it is all nice and dry. There's no fresh oil, so it looks to me like we've got it. The fluid level is right on the money, on the full cold. Certainly is cold right now. So that is a successful little fix. You know, by no means is it a perfect truck, but it's not bad at all. I actually quite like it. Good old Rock Auto came through. Nice Toyota 4Runner magnet, and in this big box is this tiny box. This tiny box is almost $100 Canadian at my local supplier. Rock Auto was a lot less, even by the time it was delivered, but still not cheap, considering what comes in the box. Price seems a little bit steep. That job done. There it is from the outside. Okay, moment of truth. Ice possible? Well, I hope not in here. Come on. look back here at that pillar. Haha, it's fixed. Woo! All right, so all that's left on this big girl is an oil and filter change, and I'm not gonna record that because if you're watching this channel, you have some idea at least of how to change your engine oil. Most important part of any job. Perfect.